You cannot cut the state budget for education by over $1 billion. And in the case of Senator Brady, he's going to see local property taxes skyrocket. I want to see local property taxes go down. And the only way to do that is for the state to pay its proper share of money for education. I proposed a 1% surcharge for education that will go to every school district in Illinois to make sure they have proper funding for schools. At the same time, they can cut their property taxes.
But why would they mandate?
Well, I think you can pass a law in Illinois. I think it's very simple to pass a law in Illinois that says to local school districts, if we give you more money from the state for education, focused on making sure we have accountable schools that teach kids what they need to know in the 21st century, part of the bargain is you have to cut your local property tax.
That's a have to, not a sure.
I think it should be mandatory. I think that when the state helps local schools with more money from the state of Illinois revenue, then it also means cutting local property taxes. And I do believe you can pass such a law. I do believe also that if you cut state aid by over $1 billion to every school district in Illinois, there is an inevitable increase in property taxes.
I
and
don't
that's
know
what my opponent
one
wants.
school in Illinois that's getting paid by the state its fair share right now.
Well, every school in Illinois in this fiscal budget is going to actually have a little better amount of money in this fiscal year than they did last year, because our overall budget for education, thanks to some aid we just got from Washington, will be a little bit higher. That's a pretty good, I think, outcome given the fact we've had a tough economy. I've been able to preserve and even increase aid to education and schools in the midst of a very tough economy.
So where do you set the baseline? I talked to a bunch of schools who said that they're still getting their second payment for things like transportation, special education. They're not even expecting payments 3 and 4 from last year. They have no clue whether they're going to get any of the 4.
Well, the school districts are going to get every penny they're entitled to. Matter of fact, with the new money we're getting from Washington, we'll be able to give school districts that money rather quickly. We talked to the people in the federal government today. It looks like that money from Washington is designed to keep teachers teaching and kids learning. We have a new school year beginning. We have to invest in education. I want to make it clear. I'm the one who wants to get money for schools. My opponent, Senator Brady, wants to cut education by millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. There's a difference.
So if you get that surcharge, will schools have to sign a dollar for dollar? Every dollar they get from that surcharge, they have to cut locally?
No, you can have a bargain with local school districts. It's a fair bargain where in exchange for more state aid for education, they have to agree on a mandatory basis to cut local property taxes. I know that can be done. I've worked on that issue in the past, and I think it's time to do it.
Where's the baseline for this more? Is it last year's funding? Is it 2 years ago funding?
Well, as I said, this year we've been able to raise more support for more revenue for education, even in this very tough economy, and I think it's important we do that. The best way to get the most jobs in Illinois today and tomorrow is brain power. We have to educate all of us, whether they're young children or people in community colleges who have gotten a bad break, have to go back to school to get a new skill. Last week I was in Benton at the Ren Lake Community College. 12 veterans were getting training to be welders at a community college. And I think we have to understand that investing in community colleges, I used to teach community college at night. I understand how important they are. There's 48 of them in Illinois. We can't cut funding for community colleges, and that's what my opponent wants to do.